Welcome back to Creative Customs, guys. So today I'm doing some more stuff to my car, get ready for the trip that's coming up, and thought I would do a very quick modification. So the idea was to put that drawer, that one there, inside this drawer, so I could put batteries at the back. Well, the drawers are different. As I found out, it's actually 40mm shorter. So now I'm going to be completely overhauling the whole back end, which means everything's coming out. So this drawer is going to stay. Cage is going to stay. Sorry, the cage is going to come out. We're going to take the cargo barrier out because I'm now getting to the point with the trailer, which I will probably do another video later. I've just done a whole heap of work to the trailer. For those that have seen my trailer on my Instagram, so you can see this just looks a little bit different, kind of. So yeah, this is going to come out, the wings are going to come out, and we're going to put in a 500mm drawer. Somehow bolted back to this, keeping this existing point. That one's going to come out, put the wing on so I can create a sort of support, because I'm going to do a whole new thing in the back. So I've got like 3 weeks to do all this before we go away, so I've got a fair bit to do. Obviously I've taken the drawer out in it. I'm going to do some more tomorrow, because we've had some pretty hot days the last couple of days and they decided to rain. So it's looking like it might rain for a little bit more. It's on and off. So I'll either do just little updates here and there, or I might even have just a video camera just recording the whole time and just put up the highlights. I don't know. See what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, it's the next day. So I've kind of really jumped the gun. Yeah, this is where I'm at. So the other drawers, the whole drawer system has come out. It has been cut down. So the other drawer is right there. It's because it's twin drawer, everything's bolted, it's all one piece, so it's all been cut down. All the runners and that have been changed out. So I've got this little tiny drawer. This is now bolted to this one, so that's pretty solid. It's only bolted out the front really, so it's only a little drawer, but be good for some things. This is my main drawer, recovery drawer. So for now the fridge will go on here. So like I said, 2 batteries are going to sit in this void, and then I'll build a false floor which will cover all this. I'm going to build another enclosure for the fridge and for the thing to sit in, and probably redo all the power stuff. So yeah, obviously the cargo barrier's out. It will probably stay out. I probably don't need to run it anymore because we're a bit more set up with the trailer. We're slowly getting there. So when I get more done, I'll come back to you. We are about a week later. I actually have done a fair bit. I've again jumped the gun. So I had everything bolted in here just temporarily, not bolted in, strapped in, just to see how it all looked, and I need to do something. So I've jumped the gun. So I've started whipping it up. So this is the full box. This will completely bolt in on top of the drawer. The current one will come out, the lid, and this will bolt in place. So it's obviously the back and front. I will be getting a fridge slide, so the fridge will slide all the way out, and then I'm going to put some sort of divider at the back here, just obviously so this doesn't go all the way through, and I can put stuff up here, or I can mount all my 12-volt stuff on the back here. So it's slowly coming together. Yeah, so it's just mocked up. It's all bolted, it's all screwed together, but I'll be pulling it apart again and gluing it and then putting it all back together. Because I thought I had glue, but I don't. So yeah, this is why it's all like this. I'm going to finish building it and then get it in the car, get all the holes drilled so it can be mounted, get the carpet, so the whole thing will be fully carpeted. Hopefully I can get it all in time for the trip we've got coming up, and then yeah, it'll look really good in the car. If I don't get it done in time for the carpet for the trip, it's still going to in the car, it's still going to look good. It'll just be a lot harder for me to carpet it, but that's alright. I'm happy to pull it all out again and recarpet. So I've still got to get the batteries. I'm probably only going to get one battery to start with, just so I can have a battery in there and get everything hooked up. So all this here is going to go. It's all going to be up there. I will probably finish cutting that, or later on I'll replace the panel with a, because I did a plan on putting a battery here to begin with. Now I might mount my compressor there on like a small hose reel maybe, so it's more hard mounted, and I can just put it straight into the battery because it's right there. Yeah, you can kind of see where I'm going with all this. So there will be a floor, whether I'm just going to do one floor to here and then have this as a separate one, this part here, or have the whole piece as one solid floor. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Alright, back another day. So if you can hear the fan, it's going hardcore because it's pretty damn hot. So this is obviously, everything's all made. I've stripped it down, I've re-glued it. So I've glued it, re-screwed it. So yes, it's pretty much how it's going to look. This side's going to sit against the car, so you're not going to see it. It's only half carpeted. This is going to be like a little compartment just for tongs and whatever else for the oven. Once I secure the oven in, that's going to get it done pretty soon. The fridge slide, I actually got a slide, but the slide's 10mm too wide to fit in here, so I have to shorten the slide. This is where it's all going to sit. Obviously all this in here is going to get painted black, because there's no point in carpeting the whole thing, it's just waste of carpet. And then obviously the side, and then all my electrical stuff is going to end up in here. I'm going to finish carpeting this. I may end up just carpeting all of it, just so it's all looks the same, because you will see this from the back of the car. And then yeah, so it's coming together nicely. So yeah, we'll see on the update. Probably be maybe in the car by then. We'll see. Alright, so this is now mounted. So this is properly screwed down. This ain't going anywhere. I have already started. So I've shortened this. I've just tech screwed it in place to keep it shape. I'm going to just put a weld down, basically down the side there, clean it up. I was just going to tech screw and leave it, but I actually want it to look half decent. So I'm just going to run a weld across the top, and hopefully I can fill all these gaps, because it's quite hard to measure something. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'll just clean it up, weld it up, get that plate out, and then yeah, it's going to look great. So that's tech screwed in there, so it is a perfect fit. And the way that sits in there, the fridge will just clear. So I've got no room to move from what the measurements that I've just quickly done. So I'm going to start welding that, get that in. I've got to get the board off the other drawer so I can mark these holes out and start cutting that out. That's the next thing I'm going to do, because once that's done, I then have to mount it in the car and then figure out how to get that in, if I can't utilise the holes that I'm going to be drilling through here. So if I can, cool, I can use these holes here. If not, then just have to make it work like I always do. So as you can see, it's it's in there. So I've had this thing out 3 or 4 times. I've had to trim that, which if you go back in the video, you'll see where it was kind of shaped. Now, for some reason I made this a little bit wider. slightly, and the carpets also affected it. Had to trim that off because it was very close to the door. The oven just fits, as you can see. There's like the tiniest gap in there, but back here there's plenty of room. So each side has been modified to fit, so it now fits. I just need to get longer screws to be able to bolt it all down, and yeah, the fridge just fits as well. There's I can probably get my finger up in there, maybe. Obviously once everything's bolted down, it will pull down a little bit tighter. But yeah, so far so good. Some good progress. Now I've just got to try and fit that wing down there, so I have to take it out, and then try and get that piece back on as well. Hopefully that fits. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't, because I'm making a whole new board on top, so I'll just obviously when I do it, I'll just make it so it fits. Yeah. So there you go. Overall, I spent a couple of days on this. I had this in and out a couple of times, so you couldn't do this all in a day if you wanted it to fit 100% perfect. But yeah, it's definitely there. So now I've got a drawer table as well. So when the fridge is all the way out, because the fridge will come out to about here, and then the drawer will obviously have its table as well. So yeah, it's looking good. So hopefully I'll get some more progress for you soon with it all bolted up and functional. Yeah. Right, so now it's coming with daylight. You can actually see what's going on. So this is it. This is 100% bolted in. I've just got to do these back ones, but I can get that from obviously from back there. So yeah, looks good, works well. The only thing I want to do is put a bar, which a lot of people do, just bolt a piece of angle to this, so you can just push down instead of having to push both sides, because it's a pain in the ass. But you know, I kind of built this going, yeah, I think this will work. I'll just do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. I even got one of these tables. So with the drawer all the way open and that on, and this, it actually works beautifully. Like, I couldn't have planned this even if I actually planned it. So yeah, the only thing I've got to do now is obviously hook up the power, so that's going to be happening next week, because now I'm officially on holidays. I'll finish making the false floor for in here, probably make a new lid for this, maybe. I'm not too sure what I'm doing, if I'm remaking it or just making a whole, I don't know. But yeah, it actually looks really good. It's really functional. I can open the lid all the way, so that's great. And if I'm using the oven, obviously I don't need to have the drawer all the way open, and I can just get the oven and just, you know, straight down to the table. Yeah, so I know I've kind of skipped a few bits, like how to build things and here and there. It's just it's just to show you a little bit of progress in the car, really. If anyone wants, you know, ideas, hit me up. I can help you where I can. Yeah, so there'll be more progress coming, but we've also been doing a lot of stuff to Dylan's car as well, so a lot of that I haven't filmed. I wish I did. We just did a full 12 volt system in his car last night. It looks really good. It works really well. He's stoked with it too, so you'll see a lot on the upcoming trip. I'll do a rundown on what we've done in his car as well as a few more things on mine, so stay tuned. Cheers guys.